Hello, welcome to the channel of Chinese Wisdom. Today we will dive into a fascinating story, YeGongHaoLong, Lord Ye's love of dragons. This ancient tale explores the gap between what we claim to love and what we truly appreciate, revealing how our professed passions are sometimes merely superficial. It teaches us about the difference between genuine appreciation and shallow admiration. Let's begin. During the spring and autumn period of ancient China, there lived a nobleman named Lord in the state of Chu. Lord was known throughout the region for his extraordinary love of dragons. His entire mansion was decorated with dragon motifs. Dragon carvings adorned his furniture, dragon paintings hung on his walls, and dragon patterns were embroidered on his clothes and curtains. He collected jade dragons, wooden dragons, and ceramic dragons of all sizes. Lord would often speak at length about dragons to anyone who would listen. He would describe their majestic appearance, their connection to divine power, and their control over rain and water. He studied dragon lore extensively, and could recite ancient texts about dragons from memory. His reputation as a dragon enthusiast spread far and wide, and people began bringing him dragon-themed gifts from across the land. The news of Lord Ye's dragon obsession eventually reached the heavens. A real dragon, curious about this human who supposedly adored his kind, decided to pay Lord a visit. If this man loves dragons so much, thought the dragon, he will surely be delighted to meet a real one. One evening, the dragon descended from the clouds and poked his head through Lord Ye's window, eager to meet his devoted admirer. When Lord saw the real dragon, its massive scales glistening, its whiskers moving in the breeze, its eyes glowing with ancient wisdom, he was overcome with terror. He screamed in panic, fainted, and fell to the floor. When his servants found him, he was pale and trembling, unable to speak coherently about what had happened. The dragon, disappointed and confused, flew back to the heavens. From that day on, people used the expression YeGongHaoLong to describe someone who professes to love something but fears the real thing. A person whose appreciation is superficial rather than genuine. This tale embodies an important principle in Chinese philosophy, the distinction between genuine understanding and superficial admiration. In Confucian thought, true knowledge must be internalized, not merely displayed externally. The concept of 知行合一, the unity of knowledge and action, suggests that genuine appreciation must manifest in how we react when confronted with reality. Lord Ye's fascination with dragon imagery represents a symbolic appreciation disconnected from reality. He loved the idea of dragons, their cultural significance, and their artistic representation. But when confronted with the actual entity, he could not maintain his composure. This reveals a truth about human nature. We often claim to love or appreciate things we only understand abstractly or superficially. Taoist philosophy would see Lord Ye's reaction as evidence of a disconnect between his cultivated persona and his authentic self. His public identity as a dragon enthusiast collapsed when tested by reality, because it was not rooted in true understanding. This ancient wisdom has remarkable relevance in our contemporary world. Consider the phenomenon of armchair experts, who speak confidently about experiences they've never had or places they've never visited. Like Lord they may possess theoretical knowledge but lack experiential understanding. We see this in various contexts. People who romanticize rural living but cannot tolerate the realities of farm work. Adventure enthusiasts who love travel documentaries but become uncomfortable when facing actual cultural differences. Art critics who discuss artistic theory at length but lack the courage to create original work themselves. The story of Lord Ye's love of dragons reminds us to examine the authenticity of our claimed passions and interests. It asks us to consider, do we truly appreciate the essence of what we claim to love? Or are we merely in love with the idea of it? Are we prepared to engage with the reality of our interests? Or do we prefer to keep them at a comfortable distance? True appreciation requires both understanding and acceptance of reality, with all its complexity and occasional discomfort. It involves moving beyond superficial admiration to develop genuine understanding through direct experience and honest engagement. This is today's Chinese wisdom story. If you enjoyed this exploration of authentic appreciation, please subscribe for more episodes. Until next time, remember to question whether you might be a modern lord in some aspect of your life.